And I have one more doubt, sir.
Yes.
The starting, that second shot is a slow motion, right? So in Maya, we can do it that normal speed only, but that we can edit in Premiere Pro, right? That
No,
in
no,
Maya only.
you
Okay.
can't. Why? Some videos we feel they are not so smooth. Not animation, but any video. Any live action also. Sometimes we feel that this video is jittering while played. Even if it is a live action. Sometimes on the TV, sometimes in the phone, it's jittering. That means it's not smooth. Especially I will say this when you read credits. Do you feel that जब हम credits पढ़ते हैं ना तो पढ़ने नहीं होता, ऐसा लगता अरे something is going up down. Just try reading credits. Any movie, let me show. कोई भी movie. So good movies you will have timing like this. So quality movie is there. Any movie which is a quality movie or a quality production house, you will have credits appear going with this speed. You can read the name while they are going up.
Yes.
Some movies you will not be able to read the names. It will be like it will create some confusion while reading because of the speed it's going up.
Here it was going like a stuck like.
Why? Here the spacing is less. Here the spacing is more. If I have less spacing, I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. If I have more spacing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It will be like this. If you have more spacing, more gap will be there between first and second frame. So your name will appear here, second time it will appear here. So your eyes will not be able to read it correctly. Now why? Spacing is more. So in order to make that smooth, if you have 1 second only, how will you make that appear smooth? How will you make that appear smooth? If it is, the timing is same 1 second only, how will that same action look smooth? How?
Spacing.
Spacing. Then what you will do you only have, how will you do the spacing? Now you have 25 frames per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now you have 25 frames per second. The spacing is this, but it's looking jittery. You're not able to read it. Now you have to reduce the spacing. What you will do?
लीनियरली हम स्पेसिंग को सेट करेंगे.
या तो हम इस चीज का डिस्टेंस कम करेंगे. तो ये अगर ट्रैवल इतना कर रहा है 25 फ्रेम में, तो आई विल मेक श्योर ये इतना ही ट्रैवल करे 25 सेकेंड में, 25 फ्रेम में. When I decrease the distance, the spacing between two frames will reduce. If 1, 2, this is my transition earlier. Now my transition is 1, 2. Because I reduced the distance. Earlier I was traveling from here to here, 10 kilometers. Now I am traveling only 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers. So the spacing is half of earlier. So if 25 frames looks like this, now 25 frames will look like this. Now you will be able to read the animation because space is less. The movement is less. It's slow, so I can read it. It's not jittery. So when you animate in Maya earlier, you are animating at 25 frames per second only. When you take the video to Premiere, can you change the spacing in Premiere? No. That is why you cannot make it slow motion in Premiere. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That's why we cannot make it slow motion in Premiere after we render it. Because then, if we make it slow motion, there will be more space between two frames. It will be, when it will be more frames, it will, earlier it was this, now it will be this. And it will not look slow motion, it will look jerks. Because space is more. Frames के बीच में जगह बहुत है. तो jerks आएंगे instead of slow motion. In order to correct them, we will have to animate it in Maya in that way. by increasing the number of frames or by reducing the distance. Any of the one.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Got it?
Yes.
So it was important to explain like this. I could have just said, एक बार बता देता तुम याद रखते. But you should know why it is like that. ऐसा क्यों है? ऐसे ही क्यों है? And that is why when we do slow motion, we actually increase the frames. If I have to do, suppose a slow motion here, generally when we do slow motion, suppose if this is the space till 18, I'm like this. Suppose I'm only going with this. But after 12, I want a slow motion. Now my spacing is less and my timing is more. So when you play it, like this. We do slow motion like this. And then in that slow time, because we have lot of space, lot of time, we animate every 1 frame or every 2 frames. That means we decide कौन से frame पे हाथ कितना कितना delay होगा. Like the like minute delays of fingers. यहाँ पे आप दिखा सकते हो इतना extreme detailing. Because आपके पास इतना number of frames है. To show that एक frame में fingers delay आ रहा है. This. Each and every delay you can show in slow motion. Because you have more number of frames. Generally, we don't have that much frames. We have 2, 3 frames, 5 frames for transition. So we have to make it very fast. But when we have slow motion, it's like, that's why when you see slow motion shot, whenever somebody punch, they will show like complete jiggle of face.
Yes.
Because of that, because they have more frames to do the animation. So we can add more details in that. That is how slow motion works.